Hey guys, Nick here from Shop Last, and today's video is going to be a little bit different, mainly because this is not an original design. I found this design on Pinterest. The original designer's name is Martin Azua. He has an incredible line of work. Definitely go check him out. I'll leave a link to his website in the description. But yeah, basically the frame I had previously was almost identical to the one that he designed for his planter, so I figured, hey, I'll just try and mimic the same thing because it's such a good design and I would have just loved to have one in my home. So I thought, why not, I'll try and make it. So that is the explanation of this. And something that is exciting is that I found a new way to make concrete planters without actually having to create a full pour mold. So we'll go into that later, but for now, yeah, let's just get into the build, you guys. So the first thing I decided to tackle was to make the pot. And in order to do that, I decided to make a negative of the inside of the pot, basically. And the way I did that was I took insulation foam and cut out different size circles to kind of roughly form the shape of the pot. And then I took a serrated knife and used that to kind of score and shape the foam into the end result. I just used a serrated bread knife to kind of comb the foam into the shape that I wanted it to be in, and that actually worked really well. It did create a gigantic mess and get foam everywhere and all over my clothes, but definitely I would say the best way to shape foam the most accurately. So this was the part of the build that was going to be a real hit or miss of the project. I did not know if you could do this or not, but basically my theory was if I mix the concrete to kind of a thicker consistency, I can just layer it onto the outside of this mold I made and then just give it the time to cure, and that it would, actually cure, and it did, and it's actually really solid. What I did was basically just slap on layers of concrete onto the mold, and then I put a bag over it, a plastic bag, and let that sit for like 2 weeks just to let the concrete cure before I even thought about touching it. But luckily it worked. So now that I knew that the concrete was solid, I could begin taking the foam out, and this was quite the process. I went at it for a while with a hammer and a knife just to try and get the foam out, and it was in there really well. So eventually I was smart enough to think about using a drill with the Forstner bit on the end and just start chopping into it, and that worked a lot better and got things moving around really quickly. So now that the pot was complete for the time being, I decided to start working on the shelves, and all I really did was cut off one of the sides of the shelf to shorten the length so that way it was an equal square. And then the lower shelf area, I decided to move the outer side supports in to kind of make a smaller little shelf out of the two side supports. Alright, you guys, so the pot worked out, but as you can see, I think the consistency I had of the concrete made it kind of sink towards the bottom, and therefore it's a lot thicker on the sides, kind of creating this bell shape. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a grinder and try and smooth that out all the way around. Make it a little thinner, clean it up, probably take this consistency off since I'm trying to make it look like terracotta, and maybe clean up the shape of the bottom a little bit. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. Let's get to it. Well, grinding took a long time, but I finally got it to a shape that I like, and now it's time to paint it terracotta. So I just went to Home Depot and looked at the color wall and found a color called terracotta that looks exactly like the terracotta I was going for, so I just grabbed a small little pint of that and started painting the pot. I also sealed the inside of the concrete planter with a concrete sealer. That way none of the chemicals from the concrete can soak into the soil of the plant, and also just helps with water not soaking into the concrete. And with all that, we're done.